Children to know anything. White power structure and the white community in America are out of options. They can no longer afford racism, and they can no longer afford school systems that don't work for this following reason. In 8 years, over 50% of the population workforce will be female and non-white. In 30 years, this will be a majority numerically non-white nation. If we do not train women and non-whites to go into the workforce for high-tech skill jobs, in the next 8 years, none of us in this room is going to have a job at all. So Mr. Kozol, there's another dimension to what he is saying, and I'm sure he's more than aware of it. And that is, it is not black schools that have failed. The American school system has failed. It is not the ones who drop out that are the problem. The ones who graduate are the problem. We do not have a school system that does anything for post-secondary education, and we don't have a school system that does anything for the bottom 50%, which is why Germany and Japan are beating our brains out.
Regardless of the color of the student.
Regardless. Now, when you get to blacks, we cannot leave out of this equation the black middle class. And we cannot leave out of this equation, no matter what the government does, and the government should do something.
Right.
We cannot leave out the obligation of the black middle class to transfer its wealth, primary wealth, which is human capital or information, to those in our community who don't have it.
May I ask you're a capitalist with a...
I am not a capitalist, and you said that before. I'm not interested in proving capitalism. I'm interested in using a free market system to alleviate the problems in the black community.
Is capitalist a bad word?
Well, if the way you're using it is though I am trying to prove that this system is better than that system.
No,
I'm not into ideology. You can call me anything you want.
You're a businessman who takes full advantage of the free market opportunities. Let me put it that way.
I'm trying to pay my rent and keep the phone.
Very good.
I don't know what you call that. Whatever you call it, that's what I do.
Right.
Now, okay, so I am simply interested in this. There are 30 million of us. We are transfer that money back.
We're leaving out a lot of emphasis on.
All right. I was gonna do the Sister Soldier, but I ain't gonna do that. But shout out to Sister Soldier. We'll do another time. What's up, big boy?
What's good, my man?
What's good? What's good? Shout out to Sister Soldier. She was a rap activist. But my tablet is buffering, but we ain't gonna do that. Yeah, man, it's a lot to talk about, man. Shout out to the listeners. Got 50 listeners real quick. Shout out to the listeners, man. It's your boy Furious, aka POW, Prisoner of War. And my co-host BB225 from the BR Baton Rouge. You know? We're gonna get to it. We're gonna talk about black fatigue, man. We're gonna talk about black. You been hearing about black fatigue, big boy?
Nah, educate me.
We're gonna get into it a little later. First, we're gonna start off with a little light meat, then lead to the dark meat. Your boy MJ he is now about to be the host of NBC basketball next year. I'm talking about next week. How you feel about that, big boy? You think that's good for basketball? Big boy, MJ talking on the mic?
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's gonna. Yeah, a lot of people gonna come through because it's MJ. Most definitely. It will.
I think they doing it to bring up the NBA viewership. I don't know, man. This gonna be interesting to see because a lot of the young players they be talking about how the Stephen A's all they be doing is talking about the old players, and that's why the viewership down. You know, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that, but I will say it's something to think about. You know.
Youngsters got respect for MJ.
Oh, most deaf. And he gonna be. I think he gonna be up there calling it like it is. Like he ain't gonna be up there playing around, sugarcoating. He gonna be up there probably calling people names, and he earned that, man. He the goat, man. He the goat. I say one of the goats, but he definitely the goat. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So all right, let's go to the next one. We're gonna go real quick so we get to the black fatigue because that's something I would like to educate people on. Tony Braxton. Let me know if you see it on your screen, big boy. Hold on.
Yeah, I see it.
So she went to her son graduation with this on.
Can't even see it.
Can you see it?
Not surprised.
It's basically a see-through dress. Now who goes to their son grad? Man, celebrities they be on some weird stuff, man. They be on some weird stuff.
It's normalized in society today, man.
Why would you go there to your son graduation? I'm like, bro.
Man, they get in front of their sons, classmates, and they gonna twerk it and drop it like it's hot. They gonna where them fans at. I mean, it's a part of it. This is we've been sensitized. It's just to the point. Desensitized. I mean, to the point where it's normalized, bro. So when
That's
most
crazy.
people, when most people, that's normal behavior, man.
But
Normal
your
behavior.
son graduated, bro.
Yeah, I
That's
feel it, bro. Huh?
oh my God. That's foul. You know people was talking about him. You know people. I said you know people gonna be talking about him, his friends and stuff. That's just these celebrities, man. Hey man, I don't want to be famous. Just give me their money, big boy. You hear me?
Yeah.
I don't want to be famous. 'Cause I be seeing these the famous people do some weird stuff, very weird stuff. If you look at a lot of these entertainers' sons and daughters, but we ain't gonna get into that. Let's go to the next topic.
He had no husband.
Yeah, Tory Lanez. You know, I was telling people, I was telling he shot that girl, man. So, new reports have came out. The bodyguard came out and said that Kelsey Nicole shot Megan, not Tory. So they about to try to get Tory on out there. But my thing is this though. I always say, big boy, I don't believe in coincidences. I think and they are it's already in the rumor mill. I think he got stabbed up. I think he got stabbed up because they knew this information was about to come out. You feel me?
I don't know. Probably could be. It says because
So
of
all of a sudden he gets stabbed up, and then you know what I mean? the bodyguard come out. No, it's something to that. And I'm not putting Jay name in no dirt, but I don't know, man. It's looking shaky, baby. it's looking shaky. Somebody put that hit out. It could have been some other higher ups. Jay probably didn't do it, but I don't know, man. It's all very suspicious. So I'm about to hit some music up, and then I'm gonna go to the Black Fatigue videos so we can educate people on Black Fatigue, because I know people been seeing and talking about it.
Mediate how sex is painted. The glow's realer as soon as you hit the lotto. Can't criticize them because us men help to perpetuate it. With all women, we scoff when it's authentic and all when it's augmented. We're often involved in it. We often absolve ourselves, condemning it still. The symptoms of big pimping are children of tip drills. Still, we instill it, they steal it. It's up to us to distill it. For Al Green, we Al Green. Grittiness is a skillet. Can pay dividends a spiral. Why incriminate yourself in a murder just to go viral? Engage rivals and ignore the bleeding. It's like any amount of clout is worth more than freedom. On a podcast about a podcast about a podcast, reacting to it, and y'all laugh. If y'all clash, then they weaponize it. Repackage the press divide and spread it like an infectious virus. Galvanize hate and create a villain, not actually diagnosing the problems that we're concealing. We're still in denial, quick to keep looping that sample pack. The straw man that broke the camel's back will never give an answer back. So what is your definition of culture?
Yeah, the pain, of course, hysteria. The culture is fucked up. I'm blaming corporate America.
Yeah.
You focused on social media. Is it the artists or the execs being greedier? I sort of say it's kind of both. Don't worry about your growth, my nigga, not what you gross.
Yeah.
Read it over twice, beloved, before you post.
Yeah.
Saying you gon' slide, well, that's a slippery slope. Fuck the Democrats and the Republicans. If you ask me, it's one government. If you really look at it close, they get you picking the side, get you picking the vote. There's never no equality, you just hoping for hope. This ain't a match, I ain't playing dope on the road, nah. Cause I know what tragic is. Homies wearing purses, ladies saying they savages. You gotta think out the box. You worry about the ops, I'm worried about the ox. We both gotta worry about the cops. You came from the bottom, I hope you're seeing the top. If you got a little, I'm hope you're seeing a lot. Crackers got a plan, I'm hope you're seeing the plot. That is locksmith. I'm one of the locks. When it comes to my folks, giving everything I got. Yeah.
Let's talk about Shiloh Hendricks, the woman who called a 5-year-old a racial slur. I have worked with 5-year-olds for the last 15 years. Absolutely everything they do is out of pocket. They're like little unhinged drunk people. Nothing they do makes sense. A 5-year-old is capable of rifling through somebody's bag and taking things that don't belong to them. Ask any kindergarten teacher. But I realize why so many people are wanting to defend this. Because black fatigue is real. I think society as a whole is there. We are just so unbelievably fed up with the ghetto ratchet behavior, entitlement, the victimhood, that they want to praise this woman. But what she did is not praiseworthy. But also on the same hand, please remember that every day that us white people get on this app, we get called racial slurs. Every single day. So if you don't want to be called a racial slur, you also have to stop calling people racial slurs. She'll be watching her back for the rest of her life. Yeah, because that's not thuggery, hidrattery, animalistic. This is why people have black fatigue. When you act like this, it's not normal behavior. People do stupid stuff. People say stupid stuff. That's life. It's not normal to threaten to unalive people because you don't like what they're doing. We're getting sick and tired of opening up TikTok and seeing brawls on cruise ships, brawls in the airport, like literally the most ghetto behavior. We're tired. We're tired of it. But then whining and complaining and acting like it's not your fault that you act that way. Yeah, we're
Well. Let me take this off the screen.
I missed it.
So, yes.
I missed it. Could you play that video again? I ain't got a phone call, man. My apology.
Yeah, no problem, brother.
Unless you could just tell me what she was talking about.
All right. I'm up here. Black fatigue is white people being tired of black people being ghetto, fighting at airports and in the stores and wearing bonnets, But I'm about to play it.
Talk about Shiloh Hendricks, the woman who called a 5-year-old a racial slur. I have worked with 5-year-olds for the last 15 years. Absolutely everything they do is out of pocket. They're like little unhinged drunk people. Nothing they do makes sense. A 5-year-old is capable of rifling through somebody's bag and taking things that don't belong to them. Ask any kindergarten teacher. But I realize why so many people are wanting to defend this. Because black fatigue is real. I think society as a whole is there. We are just so unbelievably fed up with the ghetto ratchet behavior, entitlement, the victimhood, that they want to praise this woman. But what she did is not praiseworthy. But also on the same hand, please remember that every day that us white people get on this app, we get called racial slurs. Every single day. So if you don't want to be called a racial slur, you also have to stop calling people racial slurs. She'll be watching her back for the rest of her life. Yeah, because that's not thuggery, hoodrattery, animalistic. This is why people have black fatigue. When you act like this, it's not normal behavior. People do stupid stuff. People say stupid stuff. That's life. It's not normal to threaten to unalive people because you don't like what they're doing. We're getting sick and tired of opening up TikTok and seeing brawls on cruise ships, brawls in the airport, like literally the most ghetto behavior. We're tired. We're tired of it. But then whining and complaining and acting like it's not your fault that you act that way. Yeah, we're
I find it very funny that the same demographic that we call Karens is on social media talking about black fatigue. So the same, so you know, it's videos all on the internet of Karens calling the police on black people for barbecuing, calling the police on a little black girl for selling water without a permit, just all types of uh, Karen male activity going on, and now it's like kind of going viral of how they're tired of us. And me and you, we got our own issues with certain small fractions of our community and how they represent themselves. But y'all not gonna highlight the small fractions of our community and make it seem like that's the majority. How you feel about that? And I got some more videos and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't realize I missed it again, but I'm just looking into it myself. I see it was a book called Black Fatigue, and it was a book in reference to what blacks have to deal with. I think if I comprehended it right, the fatigue that comes from having
Yeah,
to
it's
deal with
just
racism.
it's just white people. It's just white people saying they tired of niggas, tired of black people acting like niggas.
Yeah, they took that term, they taking that term and switching the meaning of it though, because
They always do that.
yeah,
They
yeah,
always do.
oh, well, it's a whole lot of shit black people tired of, you know. So
That part.
join the club of being sick, tired of certain behaviors. You know what I'm saying? That's all I could say. The white woman ain't in no place.
They always switch the narrative.
But be going around talking about what they tired of. Like you just say, we tired of freaking Karens and a lot of other things that we've had to experience being black in America, especially when it comes to white women as well as white men. So uh, some of the things she may be tired of, it may be some things that's frustrating as well to us, but she ain't in no place to call it. She got it's too much she needs to be focusing on with herself. You know what I'm saying? You get it? Or were you able to
They
hear
need
me?
to be worried about them birth rates. That's what they need to be worried about.
I don't know if this went
Yeah.
off my
Yeah, I
phone.
heard you.
Huh? Oh, you heard me?
No,
Okay.
I heard you. Yeah, we heard you. But yeah, they need to be worried about them birth rates. And I'm not saying that maliciously. You know how much how much we love for them to spread throughout the world, spread their joy throughout the world. But let me let me play another video.
Black privilege is getting worse by the year. And by worse, I mean they're getting more bold with their schemes and their actions. I do find it pretty funny, though, when you have those interviewers on the street, they go up to a bunch of black people, they're like, you got 100 fish, and 13 of the fish cause half of the problems. What do you do with those 13 fish? Almost every time the black people say get rid of the fish. Black people, you're lucky we don't have the same mentality of you. Otherwise, y'all be gone.
Yeah, so he was basically saying that because my it was a little muffled. Y'all probably ain't hear it because he got the hillbilly Wi-Fi. But he was basically saying that because we are only 13% of the population and we cause so much problems, we should be eliminated, right? He said that people be he seen black people get asked something about 13% of frogs or something, and they all say get rid of the frogs, 13% of the frogs. So I appreciate when Trump is in office because Trump he empowers the stinky, smelly hillbillies, the real deal race soldiers, right? He empowers them, and I appreciate that. He makes my job a little easier compared to when Joe Biden or Barack Obama is the president. Trump get people on their toes, and he got them feeling good about themselves. He got the race soldiers feeling real good about themselves. All right, the racism is real.
Yeah, it's real.
I'm play another video.
The caucasity for them to come out and say something. I wonder, do they ever really just take a look in the mirror and see what they've done since the beginning of time all the way up to the day when it come to them and their behaviors. I have so much to say about this small 13%. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, man. The tension real thick though. The tension real thick. All of a sudden, they want to call us the problem. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Ain't that something? I'm about to play another video real quick so I can give me something to drink.
Hey, but you know the unfortunate thing. Be honest
What
with you.
up?
Sad to say, a lot of our own probably would agree with them. And unfortunately, when you bringing this out and just being discussed and calling these people out on this behavior when you're dealing with some of your own, the first thing they're going to do is come with the what if. Well, what about my own? Well, what about the same people? It happens. It's sad, bro. That's sad. Let's continue.
All right, I'm about to play a video. I'm about to go give me some water real quick. I'll be right back.
Hi. Hello. So we go to a white, predominantly Caucasian school, yeah. And whenever we try to talk about race, they call us niggas. Political. They call us political. Yeah, they say things like, if I could, I'd vote for Obama for a third time. He was great. Listen, the Confederate flag is about heritage, not hate. Why are you so focused on skin tone? I mean, we're all one race. Yeah, we're all in this together. Yeah,
decided to do was write the least political poem possible about a topic that everybody could relate to. Water. Yeah, because everybody is 3/4 water, even if you're only 3/5 human. Amani. So here's our water poem. Oh, ocean, deep blue ocean that gives us life, how we long to take a drink of thee.
But Flint water still ain't clean.
Amani. Oh, ocean.
May your waves wash us of our insecurities.
May your currents carry us home.
Let us know your secrets.
Your secrets, like the thousands of ancestors we have resting at the bottom of the sea because you threw them from the slave ships, and we just want to know their names. We just want to know their names.
Hey. Sorry. We don't mean to be political, but it seems like water, our very existence is a
political. Yeah. Us black folk drowning in a sea of your apathy, trying to stay afloat in your politically polluted waters.
Like when the white girl at our university says she shuts off water to save niggers from shithole countries,
it was political. When Colin Kaepernick protested police brutality and they questioned whether football and politics should flow together as if Trayvon was shot on a Sunday, it was political.
And when we screamed,
Black Lives Matter,
and presidential pundits debated,
do Black Lives Matter or All Lives Matter? It was political. We, more headline than human. Our lives only making a splash when politicians and pundits can pool together some retweets. Think about it.
If a black person dies in the hood,
Or the woods,
or their backyard,
or a church,
and they don't become a hashtag, did they die at all? We're not trying to be political.
but every time I get a platform, I can feel my ancestors rising like an ocean in my throat, swimming to the surface, their stories spilling from these lips, flowing freely
Until the levees of your lethargy break, flooding every haven you have ever kept us out of, and we don't give a damn if you call us political.
Yo. Yep, back just in time. Back just in time. Shout out to the young brother and sister doing that thing. All right, yeah. So, I find it funny that they say we got black fatigue and that we are the problem in America. I'm gonna show you who's the problem in America. So, racism has cost America $16 trillion, says Citigroup studies. All right. So one of the problems in America is America and white supremacy and the people that perpetuate this racism and plausible deniability. All right. All this benign neglect. All right. So let's talk about the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church paid out over $4 billion to victims of SA. So this is a whole culture. This is a whole culture that this is basically white supremacy backfiring on itself. These are examples of white supremacy backfiring on itself. They got a whole culture of doing very vile things to people. They don't call off these teachers, these caring teachers, what they doing to their kids. Let me go to the video real quick.
So this is this is 500 female teacher sex offenders, female teacher sex crime cases. Now, I'm not gonna go fast, I'm not gonna go slow. I just want you to catch all the faces. All right? A lot of salt, maybe a couple specks of pepper, maybe a couple specks of cinnamon, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic but for the most part, salt. And these are all okay. There go pepper. There go another pepper. That might be a brown. That might be some cinnamon, nutmeg. Salt, 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 salt. And it's 500. Stay there with me. Stay with me, fellas and family and gals. Stay with me. Stay. Okay, we got another one. I'm not big on math, but you told me the percentage so far. Okay, another one. But all salt. Salt, 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 salt. Alrighty then.
Yeah, big boy. So they should have white fatigue, if you're asking me, because it's a lot of foul stuff going on in their little culture, man.
Well, actually, that's what black fatigue is. But yeah, you're right. But they have a white fatigue and they have a white fatigue as well. And if you want, I give you what the internet says black fatigue is.
They got,
Huh?
yeah, man. They got a lot of nerve. You talking, big boy? You going in and out? I think.
No, I was telling you if you wanted me to, I could tell you what the internet says black fatigue is.
Go for it. Yeah, let's do that.
Well, AI overview. What is the meaning of black fatigue? Black fatigue refers to emotional and physical exhaustion experienced by black individuals due to the ongoing stress of facing racism, discrimination, and systemic oppression. It encompasses the toll of constant microaggressions, the need to prove oneself, and the exposure to news and stories about injustice. This fatigue can manifest as both psychological and physiological. It can render both symptoms, impacting mental and physical well being. Now, if you want an elaboration, the definition black fatigue is a term coined to describe the cumulative stress and awareness experienced by black people due to the constant presence of racism and discrimination in their lives. Then it goes on to give you give you some bullets of what the causes are. It stems from a variety of factors, including microaggressions, need to prove worth, exposure to injustice, which also give examples. I just gave you the bullets. They also come, they give you the symptoms of black fatigue, how it can manifest, psychological, anxiety, depression, anger, frustration, resentment, social withdrawal, and difficulty concentrating. Also, physiological, which means you get headaches, muscle tension, fatigue, increased blood pressure, and even a weakened immune system. It also says there's an impact. Black fatigue can negatively impact mental and physical health, academic achievement, and overall well being. Addressing black fatigue is another point that they had highlighting, which says organizations and individuals can work to mitigate the effects by acknowledging the emotional toll of racism, fostering inclusive environments, and offering support systems. So this is pretty much an overview of what the internet is saying that black fatigue is. You see how
That's what's up.
see how they
Yeah, they always. Yeah, white supremacy always Yeah, they always twist up words like woke was a positive word in our community, but they twisted it around, and now woke has now is negative now because they control the meetings. You know what I mean? Hey, but look, so uh they talking about how violent we is and we a problem and all this and that. It's data that says that whites are safer in racially diverse areas. So they more so white people are more safer in areas of diversity than they are just all white communities. So these are numbers that they don't want to look at. you know, y'all are far worse with your own people. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But yeah, so all this black people bad and I'm tired of this and tired of that. Y'all should be tired of what y'all got going on. Bad birth rates and uh, all this other stuff with Trump. Then you got Trump bringing over uh, the South African immigrants. Ain't that something?
Oh man.
You can't make this up though, man. But you gotta, hey man,
I
they
would
got power.
say we shouldn't get mad about it. We should get like it, and we got to learn to
Yep.
stop. Um, we need to learn how to look out for each other. How they look out for each other. That's the biggest problem. They doing actually what you would expect someone to do in society when you living in a world when it basically boils down to the survival of the fittest. They doing what they supposed to do to survive, man. We don't the ones that don't get it because we basing things up on a dream.
Stand with their clients.
Tonight, 3 ex-Memphis police officers charged in the 2023 beating death of Tyree Nichols acquitted.
I did not mean to do that, my bad.
I didn't even see what happened, man. But this thing be losing me because
I love the blacks being like, "Oh, we're gonna get a race war."
Maybe you need to go back out and come back in.
If there was a race war, you wouldn't win. Okay. First of all, you might have plenty of guns, but you don't know how to shoot them. You think this is how you shoot guns? You think this is how you shoot a pistol? That's not. I know you saw that in a movie and you thought it looked cool. And you saw your favorite fucking rapper doing that, but that's not how you aim and shoot a gun. The only reason blacks have not exterminated themselves in the hood, because black on black violence is insane and through the roof, is because there's such horrible shots. I love the blacks being like, "Oh, we're gonna get a race." I love the black. I love the blacks being like, "Oh, we're gonna get a race war." If there was a race war, you wouldn't win. Okay. First of all, you might have plenty of guns, but you don't know how to shoot them. You think this is how you shoot guns? You think this is how you shoot a pistol? That's not. I know you saw that in a movie and you thought it looked cool. And you saw your favorite fucking rapper doing that, but that's not how you aim and shoot a gun. The only reason blacks have not exterminated themselves in the hood, because black on black violence is insane and through the roof, is because there's such horrible shots. I love the blacks being like, "Oh, we're gonna get a race war." If there was a race war, you wouldn't win. Okay. First of all, you might have plenty of guns, but you don't know how to shoot them. You think this is how you shoot guns? You think this is how you shoot a pistol? That's not. I know you saw that in a movie and you thought it looked cool. And you saw your favorite fucking rapper doing.
Hell to the no. She was she was going in. She wanna That's one of those Karens that she mad because all of the black guys that she like are like the righteous black guys, and will and you know, real black guys with morals. She like those type of guys, but they'll never touch her with a 10-foot pole. So
And you know, a lot of times people look at
plus they
Israelite.
can smell her a block or what. Plus they can smell her before they even get up to her. So they're definitely not.
A lot of times people try to go in on Israelites and say Israelites push hate and have hate doctrines and things of that nature. But if you understand how things happen and how the Most High is, right, and you'll recognize that eventually the end is going to come for them, right? Every great nation has failed, especially when you're dealing with some prideful people, right? And you know when watching these videos that you're playing and see what happens in society when you live in amongst a racist country, when you live in a racist country like America, when you hear Israelites saying they can't wait till the Most High come and do what He's going to do to these people, how they're going to be destroyed. They are prideful people, man, and like you just can't wait till God bring His children. You know, just you just know what's coming, man, and you just can't wait till it comes because these people are some prideful people, man, and they just feel like the old folks say, they feel like they shit don't stink, man. So yeah, like hearing the little white girl, yeah, you heard some of your favorite black guy, you rapper, and this and that, and you'll just get obliterated. You know, that's probably the same mentality they had when these rebellions were happening. See, a lot of stuff we don't know historically because they have control of the records to be able to put the history out there. They don't tell us about that. There were a lot of more rebellions than we think they were, and they couldn't
Oh
control
yeah.
Hades, right? But they probably had that same mentality. They were so big and mighty, and when Haiti took them down, fighting for their freedom in Haiti. So yeah, man, nobody likes to bully. So that's the vibe I get, and that's why I understand. Uh, Being an Israelite myself, you know, your time gonna come, white man and white woman, white society. Your time gonna come when the Most High gonna humble you. You know, that time is gonna come when they will be humbled. You know,
Um,
because they think they can't be bowed down, Mister P or Mister Furious. They think you know, and the Bible says that they are prideful people. Who could bring me down? You know, and America just is one of those countries, the West period. They feel that they can push their weight around and intimidate. Look at your leader. Look at Trump. You know, all you got to do is Trump. All Trump got to do is feel like he's disrespected. He's gonna try to push his own. I don't know, man. It's deep, bro. It's deep. But I like what you said. POW Trump got him coming out the woodwork, bro.
yeah, man, he got them sticking their chest out as they should. I
Mm.
I I love these type of people, man. I love these type of people.
Yeah,
It's the
you'd rather that than the fake smile.
yeah. It's the my husband is black or my best friend is black. Well, I grew up in Detroit. Like, you know, ones that be trying to pretend like they got some type of connection to you because of
I
who they
have
screw.
black friends,
Yeah.
and now they getting so to the point where they try to throw that they got a little Jamisha or Lucretia in them. Oh man, I hate when I go to business establishments and they figure that you're low vibrational or ghetto or hood, and they try to put their little black face on, and you better come on here and get up here so I can check you out of this line. Yoking their little neck and trying to get in their little black voice. I'm like, man, this is not needed, man. You don't have
Hey,
to fight so hard to express yourself. Yeah, go ahead. I hate when they do that.
yeah. Just a little sidebar, real quick. Just a little sidebar, not to throw it off. Uh, this is one of my favorite pictures, man. The it with all the CNN, the Fox News, and all that. You know that CNN, and Fox News, ABC, none of these news corporations are talking about what's going on in Africa. Like they are, like they protesting in New York, they protesting in America, they protesting in London, they protesting all over about this man. This man that went on TV and all of that, and but now America trying to spin it. I heard that U.S. Langley apologized to Abraham Traore. So he trying to, they just trying to play mind games and all that shit. But
You talking about the
I
guy
just
from
want to tell
France?
the
He
guy
was
from
like,
Burkina Faso,
you talking about the Marine guy?
Langley. Yeah, U.S. Langley. Yeah, Langley is the U.S. general.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They playing high
but
power.
yeah, but I just find it.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. But I just find it funny that these our so-called news corporations that's supposed to have America's best interests at heart are deliberately not showing what's going on in Africa, like deliberately, and that just uh, shows you how deep white supremacy is. When we say white supremacy, it has it has almost became like a metaphor or an analogy at this point. Like, oh, these niggas talking about white supremacy, but that's white supremacy. These are billion-dollar corporations that are deliberately not showing you what's going on in Africa. You know, the news don't inform and reform, and it don't educate and indoctrinate. So that's a little sidebar. We get back to it though.
That goes to show you that they don't control. They don't, that they control the narrative. That goes back to what I was telling you about those revolts that a lot of black folks don't know about. It's more black people. If the narrative that we have of black history is slavery, most people gonna think that our people was just scared. Oh, you better do right because master would do this to you and do that to you. You'll be surprised of the undocumented. But they even got documented from 250 to 311 just between 1870 something to I forgot what year, but it was from 250 to 311 rebellions on plantations throughout slavery, right? That a lot of black people don't know about, and those were the ones that are documented. Now, the ones that wasn't, they're saying that a lot of them wasn't in fear of causing more uprisings. So, same thing, nothing changed. You can't change the stripe from a tiger. Just how they withheld a lot of rebellions to make us have a mindset to think that most slaves were gonna be a good nigga, good Negro, and do what master say. Are you gonna die, get hung, or get beat with that bullwhip? A lot of our ancestors would rather die, and they fought back. They were more rebellions than we knew. But the fact that when someone controls history, just like what you're seeing now, what media is doing now, that guy's too powerful in Burkina Faso. Ibrahim Toure is too powerful, and if they put too much media coverage on it, it's gonna wake a lot of these sleepwalking Negroes up, and they don't want that to happen, brother. They want us to continue to be focusing on what's happening with love and hip hop. They want us to continue to be focusing on what's happening with the Diddy trial and things of that nature. They don't want us to see no powerful black man like that got Africa rising up, running the colonizers out of their country, taking their resources. They don't want that to be seen, homie. You feel me?
Yeah, man. The The news ain't shit, man. Nah, I watch the news just to decipher how much bull crap, because it's truth and lies in there. But for the majority of it, man, all that shit is just, I remember during COVID, all they was telling you was just go get the jab, go get the jab, go get the jab, go get the jab. They wasn't telling you, hey man, maybe y'all should start eating better. Maybe y'all should exercise. Maybe y'all should go get more sun. Maybe maybe you should make sure you get a lot of vitamin D, because the people that had high amounts of vitamin D did better than the ones that didn't. They wasn't even giving the public real information. They were just saying, go get the jab, go get the jab. So news media ain't nothing. It's just ran by corporations,
Yep.
breaking all types of journalistic integrity codes and ethic laws, and you know what I mean.
Yep.
Whatever. Uh,
I'm
yeah,
sure.
man.
I'm sure it's penalties to bringing out that kind of information. I'm sure the government and the system have them. No, 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 no. We don't need that being exposed. They probably got that as what you call it, classified. And we don't need it. So if you're not in touch with outside sources that's keeping you, thank God for the internet, where you'll be able to have outside sources to give you the real, to let you know what's happening. Most people that know about Abraham Tory and what's going on probably getting their information from outside sources.
Yeah, and we just talking, and we just talking about the race soldiers and the blatant white supremacists, like like Shiloh Hendricks, that one white girl that called that little black boy the N word. You know
Raised
what I
all that.
mean? And then raised all that money. So if you a good white person that's down for reparations and down for equality, hey, then that's cool. You know, but we talking about the race soldiers and the white supremacists. If that's not true, that's cool too. That's cool too. If that's not true. But yeah, uh, Shiloh Hendricks, yeah, she raised all that money, and that shows you the complexion of where we at. I swear, when those Democrat presidents in office, they know how to like lower the tone, lower the media tone of racism, because they don't want it to get too. They don't want to get black people too riled up, because they want to make sure that black people vote. You know, so I'm just I'm just seeing the game, man. I'm just seeing the game, and most of the media is ran by the Democrats. The conservatives only run really Fox News and the Hill, you know. So most of propaganda you see is from the blue side.
Man, boy, I'm glad you doing this little side. Don't talk about this. I just Googled something, man. I just Googled and I put in Abraham Tory, right? I put his name in the search to see what's being said about him. The only articles I'm seeing is coming from AP News, Ghana Web, Custorium News. That's it, Custorium News. You don't see no Fox, you don't see no CNN, you don't see no ABC, you don't see
And
any
that's
of those.
white supremacy. White supremacy is all the institutions, all the corporations, the governments working in units, different factions working in units.
I mean,
I remember when Elijah McClain got killed. I did a video on him on my page. Make sure y'all subscribe to me on Death Before Bondage. All my especially YouTube. Please subscribe, y'all. But Elijah McClain, he got killed by the police, and the ambulance tried to cover it up. So a couple of them, I think, went to jail, if I'm not mistaken. Right? So that's two different facts. That's the police and the damn medical world working to cover up a killing of a young brother. Not to mention the DOJ was probably gonna cover it up too, if they could have. So that's what we mean when we say white supremacy. You know, that's exactly what we mean. You know. What else we got? What else we got? They're gonna let me play this video, man. This is a video of let's see there. Let me see if we got some sound to it. Man fired arrested after calling black woman the N-word during road rage incident. Allegedly tried to choke her 10-year-old daughter. I probably don't want no. It's probably good. It ain't no sound. I don't want to get flagged. But yeah, man, they out here going crazy. So, I mean, they out here being themselves. Let me give you another video. Since they want to say we the cause of the problems in their community in America.
Being called white America's crack epidemic. A new analysis by the New York Times found 14,000 black lives were saved because of racist practices by doctors. Their research suggests physicians underprescribed opioids to black patients, believing they have a higher threshold for pain or that they are more likely to sell those drugs. It's so ironic that racism could have actually saved some of our lives in this case. But Dr. Reynolds, how crazy is it that trained medical professionals actually believe that black people feel less pain?
I would have loved to hear some more of that.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. But I think that's ironic that racism helped us out in the medical world because they don't give black people Schedule 1 drugs like that because they feel like they might sell it, or they feel like we got a high propensity and tolerance for pain. So because of that, it benefited from us. And I'm not gonna pretend like opioids ain't a thing in our community, but it would have been far worse if there wasn't for race. I remember a couple of times I had needed to get me some pain medicine, and the damn doctor gonna give me some bullshit Tylenol. I'm like, I almost want to throw that shit in his face. I almost want to throw the prescription back in his face, ball it up. Like, fuck, man, don't give me this bull. I could have got this from CVS, my guy. But yeah, and that's another ill in their community, but they got the audacity to tell us, "Oh well, you're ruining the community. I mean, you're ruining America." You know, Black fatigue. We're tired of you. They should be tired of these issues that they got going on in their community. That's what they should be tired of: the birth rates, the Catholic Church, the pills, the freaky Karens at school. That's what they need to be worried about, y'all. And that's not no diss to them. You know, that's not no diss to all of them. We just talking about the race soldiers and the white supremacists that's bucking up. Trump got them acting, man. It's like half America turning red right now. you know, yeah, a lot of motherfuckers turning red. They pissed. What it is now they getting hit with inflation. So now they going through what black people been going through. Black people like, hey man, shit. Yeah, we don't want to go through inflation, but we've been through worse. They just mad because they going through what we've been going through. Jobs is tight, money tight, you know. Now they know how it feel, man. We ain't never gonna be like, oh man, the world is falling. We the originators of ketchup water bottles, man. Put that water. They got that much ketchup. Faucet. Put water in there. Shake it up. Gonna be good the next week. 2 more days I get paid, baby. Don't worry about it. When they go through stuff, they be ready to jump. They be ready to go to the highest building in. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. I'm not. Hey man, I got white friends, so that's what they say when we accuse them of stuff. They be like, man, hey, I got a white boss, man. I got a white supervisor, so I definitely can't be racist, guys. I got a white supervisor and white coworker and white coworkers. Yeah, man, they going crazy, around this piece, big boy.
Hey, you gotta tell me, man. You gotta tell me. Yep.
Boys, let's see if my boy might want to.
What a lot of us obviously assumed was the case based on how he reacted, but from the perspective of a Celtics legend, Paul, what was your reaction to Tatum's injury last night?
Man, my initial.
Bro, I ain't not want to play that. Let me see if my boy want to come on. He a conservative. He's one of those black conservatives. We all one race and these niggas be tripping. Let's see if he want to come up on. He said he had work till 9. Yeah, I'll probably wait till tomorrow, bring him up on here. But yeah, man, that would have been a good one. You got any conservative friends, big boy, that like watch Fox News and think Trump is God and all that? You got any of those?
No, I don't. I know a few biscuit eaters, but they Democratic. They Democrats though.
Man, I'm gonna play this video, man. I know YouTube gonna give me a copyright, but I'm still gonna play it.
Lord, take my hand.
Who wrote it?
I wrote it.
All right, go ahead.
Lord, take my hand and lead me on. Lord, I'm tired and I can't go on. Lord, take my hand and lead me on. Lord, I'm tired and I can't go on. Lord, take my hand, cause I really don't think I can cope with this. I done been on probation and parole, I'm sick of it. Violated on some charges, but the court was pinning it. 8 years I had to flatten, but I wasn't messed up with it. Feeling for the word every day like I need a fix. It's the only way to discern the good and evil spirits. All fall short of your glory, but get right back up. I renew my mind quicker than I used to re-up. In control of my life, I know I could never be. You the driving little on me in the passenger seat, waiting for you to take me where it is I need to be, spiritually and physically. But I need you to take my hand and lead me on. Lord, I'm tired and I can't go on. Why is it that I know right from wrong, but instead I still choose to walk in Lucifer's shoes and not the likeness of you? No, it's better to not know the way to know and turn from you. But I'm stuck like Chuck, it's like adhesives on my shoe. But you the wheel, in the middle of the wheel, I know his ways. You can get me out this day, turn the book to another page. This chapter in my life is number misery and pain. If I'm sane, why ain't I changed? I think I'm mentally deranged. You got wonder-working powers, so I know that you can hear me and make me a soldier for you on the battlefield. No, you got a spot for me
Man, I gotta give a shout out to what's that Philly rapper, man? Let me look him up. I gotta give him a shout out. Man, these young boys killed a rapper in Philadelphia. He was a positive speaking about peace rapper, big boy, and they killed him over a chain, man.
Oh, yeah, I
Over
heard.
a chain. You heard about that? Did you hear about that, big boy?
Yeah, I heard about that. That was sad, man. Pissed me off.
3 suspects sought in the killing of LGP Qua. Like, bro, that's some foul shit, man. That's some very foul. When I seen it was him, I'm like, hold on, y'all killed the peace rapper? Oh, these streets vicious, big boy. What we gonna do, man? These streets vicious, man. I just wanted to give a shout out to him because that just don't make no sense, man. That's what I say, man. These niggas is Pookies and Ray Rays, man. I meant to put a picture up of them, but I'll do it in my next show, man. Let's see if I got one more video. Nope, man. That's all the videos. That's all the videos, man. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for coming by, man. I would love for the 76 listeners to subscribe to me, man. If you like our content, big boy, don't you got a YouTube page? Shout out your YouTube page.
Yeah, live with BB225. Please come subscribe. Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, man, it's my co-host, man. We just wanted to let y'all know the climate. No hate speech, man. No hate speech. Just let you know the climate of what's going on. Black fatigue was going viral, so I just wanted to educate people a little bit. And my brother, he did a good job of that. So yeah, man. It's your boy Furious, aka POW, Prisoner of War. Wear many hats, but never the cat. The real's gonna feel, and fake gonna hate. We out of here.
I'm a man who believed that I died 20 years ago. And I live like a man who is dead already. I have no fear whatsoever of anybody or anything.
Bury me in the ocean with my ancestors that jumped from the ships, because they knew death was better than bondage.
Brought to you by Death Before Bondage.
I might be anywhere, but when I leave, you can remember I said with the last words on my lips that I am a revolutionary. The revolution will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised. The revolution will be no rerun, brothers. The revolution will be live.